Hi, and welcome back to Jan's Views on Crime. Jay Slater. Let's have a look at Dr. Richard Shepherd. Now, Richard Shepherd was born in 1952 in West London, and he's a retired forensic pathologist known for performing high-profile autopsies. He was involved in several investigations, such as the deaths of Princess Diana, Stephen Lawrence, 9/11 and 7/7 victims. Now, I think that's quite interesting because one of the things and the main reason that I'm doing this extra video is because of what he said on the Jay Slater documentary. Shall we have a look? Shall we remind ourselves what this guy said? And more importantly, what he didn't say. Here we go.
I'm just suggesting that, like, do you do many skulls that have fallen down mountains? I can't imagine that's a common thing for him. Is it not possible that someone smashed him one with a fucking weapon of some sort over the back of the head? Is that also possible?
I've done so well for you guys, you'll be impressed. I've actually clicked too far along. The point I was trying to make was, you know, when he was saying, well, I can say categorically that he's died. Did he say categorically? I don't know. But he said, you know, well, you know, it's a matter of, was he pushed? You know, he's obviously got this horrific head injury. But, you know, I can't tell. I just can't tell whether he was pushed and, you know, and he's banged his head when he's landed, or whether he just fell and bashed his head when he's landed. And those of us that have been following the Jay Slater case are like, well, hang on a minute, what about number 3? Number 3 was, can you tell, Dr. Shepherd, whether he was battered about the head? And that's what caused the horrific brain and head trauma. I mean, that's the bit that I wanted to get across here. And of course, I've done it all arse over tit. So let's carry on.
The one thing I can't rule out is that Jay was pushed at the top of a slope.
Right, okay. That's exactly what I just said, yeah? So we can't rule that out, guys. Okay.
Just as I can't rule out whether someone has fallen downstairs on their own or is pushed down the stairs.
Right, so at this point, he should have said, I also can't categorically state that he wasn't hit over the head with a very heavy object. You couldn't do that either, could you, Mr. Richard Shepherd?
Because the push will leave no marks.
Fuck me. I mean, that's easily possible, isn't it?
This is the bag, Jay.
Right, so that's all we need to look at as regards True Geordie. I've already spoken and spoken about this video. I want to look a little bit deeper at Mr. Shepherd. So shall we have a look? See what he's been up to since then, since doing the Jay Slater case. Since, you know, being paid to do this video. Oh, this it wasn't a series, was it? It's a one-off. I'm flustered, guys. I've just got back from my granddaughter's birthday party. But you don't want to know about that. Anyway, so, Mr. Shepherd, okay, he's also started appearing on TV, okay, in 2025. I think he wants to become a star. At the age of 73, he's now performing on TV. Listen, why would you wait until you're 73 to get on the TV? I don't know. Maybe he's not getting enough pension. Maybe he didn't save his money up from when he was a pathologist. Who knows? But, I mean, it's quite interesting that now, the bright lights of TV are calling him. So, he did a historical investigation series called Ancient Autopsy, where he examined the deaths of Alexander the Great, Cleopatra, Genghis Khan, and Tutankhamun from a scientific perspective. Okay, all right, so I guess he can do that. But he's also doing other things. And this is what caught my eye, guys. And I have to say, if you go on my channel and you look at my community post, you'll see that, you know, there's very few things that leave me speechless. Honestly, I can talk for England. But when I saw this, I was like, what? Is he having a laugh? Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, let me show you. Bear with. Where are you taking us? I hear you cry. Let's go to the theatre. Should we go to the theatre? Oh, I love going to the theatre. I've seen quite a few shows up in London. My favourite, I think, is Dreamgirls. But anyway, that's by the by. Now, there's a place, okay, called the Lichfield Garrick Theatre. It's in the heart of Staffordshire. Okay, now, shall we have a look and see what's going on there? So this is their web page. All right, yeah. Okay, they do the usual thing, I mean. And where I live, my town isn't huge. We've got a theatre. I've just remembered I was going to say we don't have one, but we do have one, so I'll shut up. I won't go on about that. Anyway, so we're looking down. So let's go. Shall we walk in Cinderella's shoes? Meet the cast? Not for me. Right. Shall we drag to the musicals? Oh, it's drag. I love me some drag. Oh my God, who have they got on there? Davina De Campo. I don't really like her. Viola, yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. Oh, I am sorry, guys. Anyway, so let's go on here, okay? The what's on link. So what have we got on? Is there anything of interest that we might go and see? Oh, looky here. Looky who's appeared. Looking like, I don't know, what does he look like there, guys? I don't know. Dr. Richard Shepherd. Time of death. More unnatural causes. Yeah, okay. We must remember that this is the same dude that was on the Jay Slater programme, yeah, saying we can't rule out this and we can't rule out that. No, but they also forgot. Hang on, I've just got to turn my cat off. Asker, stop clawing. For goodness sake. It's alright, she's just wrecking the place. We've also got to remember that this guy is the guy that hasn't even mentioned that this body that they found, I hate to call him that, rest his soul, had a very bad knock to the head. Okay, more than just a knock to the head. Battered, probably. Okay, so we've got to bear that in mind. Just follow me, guys. We'll get there in the end. So, shall we have a look? So, what shall we click on? We don't want to buy the tickets, do we? Do you want to come with me? Who wants to come with me? Alright, no. Alright. And that's on the 28th of October. That's this weekend, guys! Why am I laughing? Look at the price of the tickets. Look at that. Nearly 30 quid. Are you having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? What's he going to talk about? What? I've got to have a drink. It's too much. Hang on. Right. It says, step into the world of the forensic investigation of sudden and suspicious death with Dr. Richard Shepherd, the UK's most distinguished forensic pathologist, as he returns to theatres with his captivating new tour, Unnatural Causes, Time of Death. I want to know how this works. How does it work? What, you literally sit there and then he comes up, what, does he bring on a dead body? Does he? And have his knife there? Look at the picture there with him and his bloody knife. Who does he do? Sorry, I'm stressed. Someone who... This is for you, Nick. If you watch this, this is for you. One of my followers said to me, Jan, I can't wait to hear what you've got to say about this. This is for you, Nick. All right? I cannot believe the audacity. I'm sorry, I can't believe it. Of somebody who has spent his career, and a successful career at that, looking at, and examining people that have passed, okay, and then deciding to capitalise on that. I can't, I'm sorry. They get enough money. He earned enough money to have to not have to do this. Why is he doing this? Tell me. Somebody tell me why he is doing this, except to exploit the people that he's going to be talking about. Is he going to be talking about Jay Slater? I wonder. I mean, somebody said to me, why don't we go? Let's go en masse. Can you imagine me? Stop it. Imagine me in the audience. Oh my God. I think I might get turfed out. So let's see what they're prattling on. Following his acclaimed 2021 and 2022 tours, Dr. Shepherd brings audiences an unmissable evening, exploring the mysteries of life, death, and many minutes in between. What? So he's exploring the mysteries of life and death and many minutes in between. Isn't that weird to add that? That's perplexed me. I'm like, yeah, in a state of discombobulation right now. I don't know why they would put that. And many minutes in between. So he's going to talk about people that have died and talk about their lives before? Alright. Weird. We got your cards out ready. You have to go and book. I think he's got seats left. And he's on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. And that includes a 20-minute interval, guys. So, in the 20-minute interval, you can go off, buy yourself as many alcoholic drinks as you can, get absolutely plastered, and then suffer the second half. Yeah. Honestly, I am shocked. Yeah. What can I say? So then we're going to go on to, okay, so Unnatural Causes, Time of Death explores why the understanding of the passing of time is one of the most important factors in unravelling the secrets of a life cut short. Okay, so he's looking at people whose lives are cut short. Okay, I mean, all right, I can go with that. Princess Diana's life was cut short, as was Stephen Lawrence, and many of the victims of 9/11 and 7/7. So yeah, all right, I can go along with that. It says with over 23,000 autopsies to his name, 23,000, Dr. Shepherd has worked on the cases that defined our times. The Spy in the Bag, Gareth Williams. Do I know that story? I don't know if I know that story. Then he goes on about the Hungerford massacres and blah, blah, blah. While I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, how many of these people died of severe head injuries? Because going back to what True Geordie said, it's quite interesting, isn't it, that he can categorically state that there's only two plausible things that could have happened to Jay. One was that he fell, and the other was that he was pushed and then hit his head on the rock. I mustn't forget that bit, because that was the cause, okay? He's stating that Jay must have gone tumbling down the ravine, and it was the blow to the head that killed him. It hasn't crossed this man's mind that perhaps Jay wasn't alive when he went hurtling down there. Maybe Jay didn't even go hurtling down there. Maybe Jay was brought up from the beach. Okay, this highly acclaimed pathologist hasn't even considered that. But anyway, let's carry on to his show. I hope you're all ready. I'll meet you at the gate. I'll meet you at the doors, all right? Right, now he invites you to look with him behind the headlines to understand the truths. From the chilling crime scenes to the silent evidence left behind by those long dead. Who wrote this? Dr. Shepherd will reveal the painstaking process of solving the ultimate puzzles of life and death. He will he? Will he really? That's to be seen. Oh, hang on, we've promised a little bit more. Now, oh no, I read that one. But this is not just a night of forensic medicine and science. It's a deeply personal insight of a man who has spent decades, guys, walking the line between life and death. Has he though? Has he really spent decades walking the line between life and death? Listen, he's a pathologist. He's a scientist. He hasn't walked any line between life and death. Even metaphorically, I still wouldn't put it that way. But, okay, whatever. Unnatural causes time... Oh, God, I'm so facetious tonight. I am sorry. Unnatural causes time of death offers a rare glimpse of how short life can be. How untimely death can be. We all know that, sadly. We do know that. And ultimately, how a life surrounded by tragedy has shaped Dr. Shepherd's perspective on life and the ultimate costs of his extraordinary career. Oh, now that's interesting. It says where he's going to explain, maybe talk about some tragedies that have happened in his life that have shaped his perspective on life. Listen, when you get to 73, if you're lucky if you haven't experienced some sort of tragedy, aren't you? But I guess because he's a pathologist, then he can tie the two together. I don't know. Right, so join the man who has faced death head on and solve some of the greatest mysteries for an evening that promises to be utterly gripping, profoundly moving, and full of unexpected revelations. Do you know, I'm just going to give it a miss. Sorry, Richard. I'm not coming. Anyway, are you going? Alright. So, I don't know, what do you think, guys? Do you think, to me, it seems immoral. It seems unethical. I'm just trying to think. You know, if I had lost someone close to me and there was, there's a pathologist, obviously, there's an autopsy, would I be happy with him then appearing at the Garrick Theatre? And, I mean, he's not performing, is he? I mean, would I be happy with that? I don't think so. I think there's certain boundaries within professions. It's like, I worked in schools for 8 years. I've never spoken openly about things that have happened in the schools because I think you just don't. You sort of sign an oath of, what's the word? I can't even think. But I think it's ethically wrong. If my channel was all about the times that I taught at schools or the times when I tutored, because I used to tutor one-on-one, I used to teach music, I used to teach, all ages to play the keyboard. Now, supposing I decided, I'm going to start talking about that. I'm going to start talking about, these men that used to come and they were so nervous just about learning to play the keyboard, It's like, I just feel so crap at this. Now, I don't think that, say John, all right? Say John, who's come for a lesson every week to learn how to play, a keyboard. I don't think he's going to be very happy finding out that I've, been talking about his experience online. There's a certain code of secrecy, morality. I don't know. And I think that's why this has shocked me so much. I just find it really odd. And I think it makes me think, who are the type of people that would go to this show? I mean, my kids, we're very theatrical. We're a very theatrical family. My son is a professional musician. My daughter was a model dancer and all that. I've been on the stage and we're very theatrical. And I just cannot imagine anyone wanting to go and sit and listen to this guy who, to all intents and purposes, has just spent how many years, I don't know, decades, just I don't even want to put it into bad terms, but examining what's left of a human body, I just think it's a bit macabre. What do you think, guys? I don't know. It's just weird. Anyway, you can go now, Shepherd. All right, bug off. So that's it really from me. But yeah, I mean, am I sort of just a bit making a mountain out of a molehill? I don't know, but it just doesn't sit well for me. It just doesn't. So, anyway, I should finish this. How are you? I hope you're well. You looking after yourself? Good. Went out today, I put on a bloody coat. And it was torrential rain when we were coming home. Anyway, you really wanted to know that. You take care of yourselves out there, because trust me, it's a rotten old world. So, until the next one, bye-bye for now.
Failing in pursuit of passion, leaving senses far behind. Red flags, red flags, waving high, I close my eyes. Red flags. Red flags, red flags, can't ignore them anymore. Red flags, they were warnings I ignored.